Wow, we were young.
Oh,
it's been a rough 10 years, huh?
Please.
Can we hear a little bit
All
of
right,
that just for a
Sam.
second?
What is that?
Nods.
Opie.
The O'Reilly Factor is on tonight. Two shock jocks ripped from the airways because of a controversial sex stunt. We'll tell you about it. But first, our top story tonight. Syndicated radio shock jocks Opie and Anthony have been kicked off the air. Fired over this sex stunt they pulled inside St. Patrick's Cathedral. Last week, the duo broadcast an eyewitness account of a couple having sex inside the church. And yesterday, they were officially canned.
So there you go. It was.
Bill O'Reilly interviewed the pair recently, and they insisted they're careful to never cross the line.
Oh, boy.
Right. Here is that.
Oh, you had it right.
A little editorializing.
Where's this fucking guy?
Oh, my God. Look at Opie.
I like that hair.
Shit.
That's Dreamboat.
Yeah.
That's Tiger Beat shit.
Wow, you really are.
Hey, it's fucking Lance Kerwin.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
That was a year or two prior to we were fired.
Yes, that was.
They're making believe that O'Reilly, just talked to us recently.
Story.
They went to the archives.
This was
the
an
one
interview
time
we
we ever
did.
talked to O'Reilly.
Yeah, this is an interview we did with O'Reilly, like,
When we were on the top
before
of
that.
the game. No. Do we have to?
No, play a little bit.
Oh,
Just for a
boy.
second. I'm just...
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
The big operation, the big radio operation. Do they care what you say on the air?
Without a doubt. We do every day. We have guidelines. We have FCC, rules we got to adhere to, and we do a very good job at that.
Well, you
Our show is
skirt it. You're smart.
Yeah,
you skirt
we're very smart. We know where the line is, and we tiptoe on the line, of course. We know at this point what our audience likes. We know how to do it, and that's what we give them.
Well, what do they like? What do they want?
They like to be entertained. And
Be specific.
They like to
be specific, though. You
they
just
like
said,
to-
wait. You just said, we know what our audience likes, and we give it to them. I want specifically what they like.
Okay, you know what men like, Bill?
No,
Talk about sex, talk about sports, talk about entertainment, hanging with their friends,
talk about
TV
sex.
shows.
Talk about sex.
No,
Sex is
there's
number one.
There's sex in there, sure. We wouldn't consider sex number one on our show. No
Really?
way. No way.
Every time I
the
turn in,
the media likes to
well, wait a minute.
to
Every time
pigeonhole
I
it that
tune
way.
into your program, there's a babe taking off her top.
There's a babe. He calls her a babe.
Yeah, there's a guy in the shower talking about his loofah sponge and his big cock. Oh, wait, that's me, allegedly. Fucking asshole. Shut up, Bill.
Whenever I go meet a nice babe.
No, O'Reilly hated us, and he was trying to pigeonhole us into, a sex show. It was way more than a sex show. We did a lot of sex stuff, yes.
I love he just kept saying sex over and over. He's like, sex. Well, what do you want to talk about, Bill?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Sex.
And every time he tuned in, there was a girl, really?
Every time.
Bill? That means you were
When I'm
listening
making
a
my
lot.
English muffin in the morning,
That
I
means
just turn on O&A.
And listen to sex.
he's either lying or he was very obsessed with our show. Which one is it?
Yeah.
I like
sex, though. You were talking about sex.
Sex.
You got a babe.
Taking her top off.
He talks like those douchey frat boys at bars when they're trying to get their girlfriend's attention. Babe.
And the editing he did to this interview, we were stupid. We sat for, I don't know, almost an hour, but probably 40 to 45 minutes.
You thought you were going to get the whole episode?
Yeah, the whole story. And got into some deep shit with him. And then, man, when we saw this piece, we were amazed. He chopped out everything and just focused on sex, assholes,
Live
dicks,
and learn.
cunts.
Yeah, he made you guys sound like
Like just a bunch of whatever.
He's not going to put the good parts in.
I know, we learned. We didn't know. We were really,
Yeah.
we were brand new to the whole media crap back then. Rolling.
Anthony's giving the creepy fucking chin down, eyes raised look. What a psycho you look like.
I really am.
What are men like, Bill?
Bill? You tell me, Bill.
Pulling a photo of a child. What are men like, Bill?
Say it.
And it was on to him.
Slower.
You were so on to him. Like, you ain't going to fucking
Yeah, but
do
I
this
was
shit to
powerless.
us.
He had some Jedi mind shit working.
Yeah, editing.
He's got principal, like a principal of a high school fucking
yeah, that's how I felt.
aura.
His chair was taller. He was like taller. He came walking in. We're all wired for sound, and we were sitting down.
He's a
and he
giant.
come walking. He's a tall guy, so it was just like, uh-oh, we're in trouble.
Gentlemen, how are you?
Yeah, good.
You know why I called you into my office?
What happened? I didn't do anything. I
You were messing around with some babes.
with some babes with their tops off.